I've got to cut a piece of this flashing and try to make a better ash pan. That little stove didn't come with an ash pan. I've got this little piece here, but it's something I just put together, but it needs really one enclosed on both ends. Come on here. These old scissors sometimes they get a little kinked up. They don't want to work right. Let's come around the other side. All right, I think if I cut across here to the, this is how wide it has to be, and across to here, and the same way on the other end down there. Then I can fold these two sides up. They'll come up like these here on the sides, and I can fold that up, the end, fold it straight up, and wrap that end around and put a screw in it. And it'll make a good little tray, I think. That's my plan. I'm gonna try it, see how it works. I got them cut over to it on both sides and on both ends. I'll bend this straight up on both sides, straight up, and then I'll bend this end up and wrap this here cut part around and put a screw in. Should work. Okay, I bent the two sides up. Hopefully that ain't too tall. And then we'll bend this ends up like this right here and wrap this here end here around and put a screw in it. I think will work. We have built a ash tray, ash pan, whatever you want to call it. And I'll show it to you. This is temporary. We got a good one. I'll show it to you. Alrighty, we did good, did we, baby? Oh yeah, and I hung my brushes up right here. Look at my old ice, what are you calling you? Hooks. You see, carried ice with in the old days, you know, blocks of ice. All right, see, this is the firebox up here, and this here dumps the ashes, okay, into here. Now we've got a nice ash pan. There it is. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now all we're ready for is to come out one morning, build us a fire, and just test it a little bit. You know, maybe go ahead and make a pot of coffee on it, but go ahead and just test the temperatures. See how long it takes the little oven to get ready, how long it takes the top to get cookable. Cookable. Play with our dampers and stuff. There's a damper up there, there's one on the stove itself. There's one on the side over here, controlling the air to the fire. It's going to be a lot of learning, and a learning experience for me for sure. Got a sweet message from a friend this morning telling me about, well, I'll read it to you. Hang on. Hang on. Oh yeah, Louisa Conway. I'm trying to find the exact paragraph. Okay, hang on. I'm not going to say a whole lot of what she says, except, so I'll let you on a secret. She likes to cook this on the wood stove too. Cook it on one stove. Mine is way different than yours, but I believe the same concept, okay? You let the flames burn down to hot coals, and it's that simple. Now, she has a rack made for hers and stuff like that. She does different things with, and she does all kinds of stuff. It's people like her that will help me. And there's a lot of you guys out there. I've seen some of y'all mention y'all have wood cook stoves, or you cooked on wood cook stoves, or you grew up with wood cook stoves. There's gonna be some secrets you know, just like that one Louisa gave me. So send them to me. Just GeneMarine123@gmail. Because all these little old hints, all these little guides that you've given me, this information, I will use. And we might not even burn the first biscuit. Who knows? And then I might. It's gonna be fun. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Lisa. All right. Okay, I'm going to check and see did it pass the cold test. My little new refrigerator. Let's just try it out here. Set this thing up here. Hang on. A little bit of art. A little bit of art for the wall. I think it was appropriate. Yeah, I do. Bring y'all up to date on a few things, I guess. I think probably the video showed everything. Duke, let's move back in with this, ladies. Well, just deal with it. I've got several people have told me they would take babies. And as long as I've got a good home for them, then I'm not going to worry too much about it. My goodness. What's wrong with this lid? It don't come off. I need a pair of vice grips. There we go. It's just right. The coldest is just right. So it's been going now, I don't know, 24, 36 hours, something like that. And I put these in here just to test how cold it got. It's just right. Got all my chores done. I'm hot. Got up to 94 today. I'm hoping. The mornings are getting better. I think next week we're gonna get down to the low 90s. It's gonna be awesome. We're probably not gonna see really cool weather until October. Really cool weather in November. We'll see some good cool days in October. And we're gonna get this little baby fired up. I did move all the firewood today. I filled that trash can up, y'all saw that. And I'll show you right here real quick. I brought what was left, and I still got a little bit more to cut. In my wood box here. You can see the wood box is full. So we've got plenty of wood to start out with. I'm gonna cut some kindling tomorrow and put my little tub up there. As I'm gonna keep my kindling in that. I think that's too pretty to use for anything else, and up there it'll be safe, out of the way. I can reach in there and get a couple of handfuls of kindling when I want to start a fire and get it going. So I'm excited. I think some of you guys are excited. I'm hearing several people have had experience with wood heaters. I love what the experience you're sharing with me. I love it. It's helpful. I'm learning a lot just from you guys. I've learned a lot from Brandon up there at the Antique Stove Hospital, because he has a stove just like this, and he told me a whole lot about it. I learned something everywhere I go. Some YouTube channels got some stuff on it. But I'm excited. But you guys have had experience with it, and I watched my grandmother, cook on one. It's a lot bigger than this one every day. You get so many comments from you guys, some awesome stories about your parents and grandparents with providing for their families with these things, So anyway, I just want to say, I see old Jake riding on his little bike. Close that gate, Jake. I'm gonna cut this thing off, and I don't know if there's enough to make a video. If it's not, I'll save it for tomorrow and put it out to you. If it is, I'll make it. But like I said a while ago, anytime, I know some people really get upset. I don't blame you. I truly don't. On these reviews, you say, well, you can watch commercials anywhere. That's true. You really can. But if I test something, because some folks are interested in like that air purifier, a lot of people was wanting to know, does that work, do they not? Because it's a lot of money to spend if it don't work. It works, and I showed you that. If it hadn't worked, I'd have told you it's not working real good. My eyes still burn like crazy. Look, it didn't collect nothing, but it did. These little rubber boots, I don't know anything about them. They want me to try them out on the farm. They use them in sports, different places. They said, try them on the farm. See how they work for you all day long wearing them. Did it make your feet sweat? Did it hurt? Any of that kind of stuff. And make a review on them. I will. It's not that I need the rubber boots. It's not I'm doing it for the rubber boots, but I'm not getting no money for it. So I ended up with a pair of rubber boots. I don't wear rubber boots that often, but if they work, I'll wear them. And then the little chicken cozy door. That I want to do. That is going to be something handy for me. It'll save me going out every night and close them in. It'll save me going out every morning and open them. Sometimes it's 9 or 10 o'clock before I go out and open them up. They could have been out since 5 o'clock whenever they wake up, or 6, whatever, if that little door was there. So that kind of stuff helps out. So anyway, I'm going to cut this off and get it out to you if there's enough here. If not, catch you tomorrow. I love you guys. Don't forget, subscribe. Always subscribe if you haven't. Always hit the like button and hit the share button if you can. If you don't mind. I love you guys. Oh, yeah. And Duke is back with his ladies. Don't fret. He's okay. We'll deal with it. Macy, Papa got to go in. Look at your little eyes glow red in the light. Papa got to go in, okay? You can stay here in the kitchen. You're fine. This is your kitchen too, baby. Okay? I know you're not going to leave too far from that door over there. That's where you get your treats and your water and your cool chair to sleep in there today. Macy, that's my house, Papa. Oh, you can come in our house too, Macy, and you do. But she loves it out here. All this old hot weather, she has learned this place is where she likes to be. And I'm going to love sitting in here during the wintertime cooking with her sitting laying up on that bar there with me. Yeah, I love you, baby. Papa loves you, okay? I do love you. I do. I do. Yeah, I do love you, sweet girl. Yeah. Yeah, that's my baby. That's Papa's baby. All right, I gotta go. All right, you ready, baby girl? Let's go. My dad's old coffee pot over. I cleaned the inside. The outside, I'm gonna try to clean it up tomorrow. Old percolator pot he used for years and years, and we used it a couple times on the camp, as you can tell. But it's pretty ragged out looking, but it's a good pot. It's very clean on the inside. And I had these old metal plates. I got them out and cleaned them up today. Not that. That has to be cleaned up. But one of them got a little bit of rust on it. Hey, a little bit of iron ain't gonna hurt you. And this pot also, and I gotta clean it out. I haven't washed it yet. We're gonna do that tomorrow with that. And I think everything else you've about seen. So, that stuff we're gonna get done. All right, I'm out of here, folks. Catch you guys tomorrow. Y'all take care. Night, Mace. I love you. Love you, baby. All right, guys, a little bit of updates on my stove. Okay, I showed you the little ash pan that I built, and it works pretty good. It'll work pretty good. And what happens is, and I'll show you, when you, hope you can see down in here. You see it? That's a grate that's the firebox. That's where your fire is, right in here. In this area, right in here is where your fire is. This over here is your oven. You turn this here like that, it'll dump the ashes when you're through burning your fire and you want to let and the fires went out. You dump your ashes like that, but turning this thing right here, you see, it turns. It lets the ashes fall into your ash pan, okay? Now, and your fire is in here and the heat comes up across this area right in here, right in through here, right underneath the top. And it'll go out the chimney unless you turn this valve here, this little handle here, not a valve, handle. If you turn it like this here, it sends the heat on down around the oven and then back up through the chimney. The other way, it just lets it go right on out the top. Now, when I got this little oven, stove, it was missing these, it's like a little clean out, where a clean out is. It was missing that little plate. It would have been like this. And it was missing these two here. And I built these out of some sheet metal. And I cut them out. I used these as patterns for the big ones. This one here, I just had to kind of trace it out and cut it. And then I ground it down real smooth so it would fit in there. And the same thing with these here. Now these here may leak a little air. All of them may leak a little smoke. I'm not for sure. See, that's the top of the oven in here. And it goes here, it goes out the chimney. Right out through the chimney. So when you turn this, it'll go down, the heat and smoke will go down around the oven before it goes out the chimney. So that's how that works. What we're going to do is come in here one morning, we're going to build a fire in it, and I will set this little thermometer, magnetic thermometer sits on top, and we can check the temperatures all the way across. I know it's cooler over here than it is here. Like if this pot here is perking, let's say it's perking, got a fire going, and it's ready to, it's good, it's ready. All we have to do is slide it over here. It'll stop perking because it's going to cool a little bit down. It's going to cool a little bit. We go over to the edge even. It'll still keep it hot because it's going to be warm over here, but it's not going to be boiling hot. So, but you start your cooking here. And if you want to be on low, you can always come over here with it, Now in the oven, the little oven did not come with this little rack in here. I built that. It did not come with one at the bottom. I took one out of an old barbecue grill that somebody threw away and cut it to fit. And that keeps your pan right off the bottom of the oven itself. You got like a little bit of spacer there to kind of keep it from burning. So I built both of those and to make it so we can cook in it. Okay, so I wanted to show y'all that. And this is old. It don't have a thermometer in the door like a lot of the newer ones do. So I bought this little thermometer to go inside the oven, and we'll just hang it right here in the front when we can start cooking. Okay, now that's the way it's going to work. And we have a damper up here to help control the airflow. And you have one on the side over here. Helps control the air coming onto the fire. Okay. So that should help control all that. All right, I'm gonna cut this off, and this is gonna be a little video about a little stove. Our next video with this stove will be with a fire in it, and we'll keep notes on how long it takes to heat up in the oven, how long it takes to heat the tops, and what the temperatures are on the tops, and we'll keep notes on that stuff. It'll be something to remember and to know, because when we start cooking, we won't be lost as a goose. Okay. All right. Catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the like button and share with a friend. When we start cooking, we'll do that too. All right. Yeah, I took the little coffee pot in the house with scouring powder, and that's about as good as it's going to get. The inside's perfectly clean. That's all I was worried about. And it's going to make some great coffee. Yeah, that's old-timey. Like I say, that's actually the newer version of my dad's first old pot. It was an old drip grind, or whatever they call it. I think you even bought coffee as a center of the package, like drip grind. And you'd pour it in that little basket and boil your water in a pot and pour over it on top of it. It would, drip through. And then he got this. He actually had two at one time. I don't know what happened to the other one. I would have got it too, but someone else, I guess, inherited it. Anyway, I've used that a few times. We've used that one when power would be out, like a hurricane or whatever. And I've taken it camping with me a couple of times. So, anyway, it's good. And I got my little grill done. It's all in there, right? My little ash tray is in there okay. Not the one that goes to it, but the one I built for it. It'll work. All right.